Hey everyone, I'm in Washington this week and I've got two important updates for you because I skipped last week, so this is going to be kind of a long video. But here's what we missed last week: the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA. The House passed that bill last week and I promised you an update on what's in it. So this is the annual bill. I think it's passed for 64 years in a row. This sets policy and priorities for our national defense, national security. This year we've got several important wins in the NDAA, and I want to start with the quality of life improvements for service members. We started that last year, promised we'd continue. So this bill supports a 3.8% pay raise for service members, expands military bonuses and special pay, and bereavement leave. It authorizes $1.4 billion to construct new barracks and family housing on base. It authorizes the renovation of military hospitals and the building of new medical facilities, and expands access to mental health services, which is one of the things a lot of people have been asking for. Finally, it authorizes $361 million for new child care centers and extends financial assistance programs for in-home child care for service members. All of these are a big deal. These are the things that service members have been asking for to help them stay in the military and make sure we have a strong national defense. This year's bill also delivers important wins for Utah, especially at Hill Air Force Base. $250 million for construction projects, as well as maintenance and repair, including funding for an F-35 canopy repair facility. The investments are going to keep Utah at the forefront of national defense for a long time to come, and that's an important industry in our state. The NDAA also implements the Peace Through Strength agenda that we talk about all the time. It ends affirmative action at the department and requires promotion based on merit, which is really important in a volunteer military system. When it comes to securing our border, it provides Border Patrol with more resources, including an additional $900 million to fight drug trafficking. It also cuts red tape. This bill requires the department to eliminate regulatory barriers, discouraging contractors from maintaining surge capacity. And what that means is they'll be able to quickly produce weapons and equipment to meet the military's needs in case we have emergencies or conflicts. On the global stage, the NDAA strengthens Americans' missile defense, modernizes our nuclear deterrent, and counters threats from China and Russia. It also reaffirms our commitment to our allies like Israel. And last thing, it cuts wasteful spending, ending some of the problematic programs enacted during the last administration and saving taxpayers more than $20 billion in the defense space. Now I want to give an update on appropriations. The House Appropriations Committee has now marked up all 12 of our fiscal year 26 appropriations bills, and that's a big deal. We keep talking about getting back to regular order. We've worked hard to get back to regular order. Marking up 12 separate bills that fund all of the pieces of the government is important to keeping us on track. Of those 12 bills, we've moved 3 of them forward on the House floor. They're passed in the House. The Senate is behind us. They're catching up. So this week we've been working on getting ready to conference committee with the Senate to pass the appropriations bills once they have bills in their chamber and we already have them in ours. This is the first time since 2019 that Congress has proceeded to conference committee for regular appropriations proceedings. So we are moving back to regular order. The Senate's behind us. That's why today we voted on a continuing resolution, a CR. That'll fund the government till November. This is a 7-week extension that buys us time to get the appropriations bills passed, conferenced, and on the president's desk so that we're passing our appropriations the way you all have been asking us to do it. That's it for this week's Highlight on the Hill. I'll be back next week with more updates.